But okay, yeah, let's get to this one, by the way. Let's put the towel on. How about the Steelers? Where's the towel? There we go. There we go. How about my Steelers yesterday? Showed a pulse offensively. I didn't think we could do it. I didn't think it was within the capacity of a Matt Canada coached offense to score 24. That's not going to blow your socks off, but to do what we did in the second half. I mean, my Steelers, 3 points at halftime, 91 yards of offense. It was looking like another typical, well, looks like the defense is going to have to lead us to another win, kind of like that game against Cleveland and a game against Baltimore. Like, defense going to have to carry the offense again or to carry Matt Canada again. Listen, second half, how about this for the Steelers? Again, I didn't think this was possible for us to do. We put together back-to-back fourth quarter scoring drives. Again, by the way, the Rams defense don't have a bunch of scrubs on it. Rams defense is pretty good. Saw what they did to Seattle in week 1. Saw what they did to Cincinnati. I mean, the Rams got a good defense. Kenny Pickett play. Listen. Kenny Pickett has limitations. I get that. I've acknowledged that since he was drafted in 2022. I've always said that. There's some limitations there. Not a great arm. Accuracy leaves quite a bit to be desired. That can be corrected. He's only his second year. But I'm telling y'all, fourth quarter Kenny is a real thing. Fourth quarter Kenny Pickett is a very real thing in the National Football League. His stats aren't gaudy, no touchdown passes, no interceptions though. Pass rating pretty good, 97. That's solid. But the running game for Pittsburgh was good. Came alive in the fourth quarter. Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. George Pickens had a big day, 107 yards receiving on 5 catches. Listen, I just said about the Giants that they're not talentless offensively. Say that in 25-fold on the Steelers. This is what's frustrated me so much about Canada is, listen, we may have questions about Kenny Pickett, but you've got Najee Harris, and you got Jalen Warren, and you've got George Pickens. You've got Deontay Johnson just came back from injury. How big was he yesterday? I mean, I had a taunting penalty. I hate the taunting rule in the NFL, but cost the Steelers a little bit. But Deontay Johnson made some big plays yesterday. There's some limitations in the offensive line, probably at quarterback, but there's some stuff to work with. This isn't the New England Patriots. This isn't the Baltimore Ravens before OBJ and Zay Flowers got there. I mean, there's some key playmakers, there's some key pieces there in Pittsburgh that are capable of making plays. And he finally saw that. Matt Canada came to his senses and opened up the offense to a certain extent in terms of run to the outside a little bit. Not every running play. It seemed like Matt Canada couldn't get this through his head through the first 5 games. Not every running play has to be in the I formation up the gut. And he reverted to that a little bit in the fourth quarter, got a little too conservative, although it did work out. Pittsburgh did get a bit of an officiating break, although it was debatable. I thought Kenny, there was another angle that showed he got the first down by literally that much, but it's debatable. I understand that if Rams fans are frustrated, but listen, open it up. You let Kenny Pickett use his legs a little bit, get him outside the pocket making throws. That back shoulder between Pickett to Pickens is unstoppable. Like, that's been like the one hallmark of the Steelers passing game, obviously with Deontay Johnson, who's an excellent number 2 in this league. With Deontay Johnson missing all but the season opener up until yesterday, the back shoulder throw between Pickett and Pickens, it's incredible. It's those two are on the same page often. Big time win by the way, potentially a season-saving win to a certain degree, and that might sound like Bryson. It's week 7. It can't be season-saving. If they'd have lost at 3-3, not 1-5. I say that because Baltimore won yesterday, Cleveland won yesterday in the 1 o'clock window, and Cincinnati's idle. And since Cincinnati's sitting there at 3-3, they obviously played this week against the 49ers. But Pittsburgh was in a position where you need to win this game. I mean, if you drop to 3-3, your hopes of winning the division are pretty much dashed despite just beating Baltimore 2 weeks ago. You keep pace with the Ravens. You're a half game behind them. You're ahead of the Browns because you have the tiebreaker against them. So big win for the Steelers. By the way, given the fact this was my upset of the week as well, but given the fact they got to face Trevor Lawrence next week, now it's in Pittsburgh, so that makes me feel good. The Steelers undefeated at home aside from the opening game against the 49ers. But listen, Trevor, this could be Trevor's toughest test of the year, given the defense he's facing in Pittsburgh. But listen, Steelers Nation, what can't TJ Watt do? What can't this man do? He gets the quarterback, and he can play. Again, we see the occasional defensive lineman get the pick. Big man with the football. We've seen that. TJ Watt didn't get like a tipped ball interception where quarterback throws the pass, he gets his hand up and tips it to himself. TJ Watt was playing in the slot. He was playing as a slot corner on the first play of the second half. Stafford, and I don't blame Stafford for this, literally didn't see him. He's got to be thinking, okay, TJ's not a threat to make a play here. And TJ Watt steps in front of the Stafford throw, makes a play, gets the ball down to, I think it was like the 6 or 7 yard line. And Kenny Pickett punches it in on a quarterback sneak to give us the lead at that point in the game. Again, Myles Garrett is amazing. Micah Parsons is a special talent. TJ Watt's a class by himself. There are things that he can do from a physical and an instinct standpoint that other players in the league simply can't do. And I'm going to say it right now, folks. TJ's better than his brother. And we know what when JJ Watt was in his prime, Lord have mercy, that guy was unstoppable. TJ's better. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year this year. As I said before the season, he's still got a chance. I still believe he can do this and will do this to break Michael Strahan's single-season sack record. He tied it in 2021. It was 2021. He tied the record to Strahan. He's going to break it this year. And, man, he's so good. I mean, TJ is a monster. But great win of the season for the Steelers. The win against Baltimore is great because the Ravens, I'm learning now as a new Steelers fan to hate the Ravens. I've always respected Baltimore. I've always been a Lamar Jackson fan, but I'm learning slowly but surely to hate the Ravens. So that win felt great, but it was kind of like, yeah, but our offense sucked until 2 minutes left. But yesterday, listen, down 17-10, I'm getting a little worried. Like, man, unless the defense gets a takeaway, I'm not sure our offense can move the ball down the field consistently. Put back-to-back touchdown drives. Throwing it down the field, taking shots deep. Kenny Pickett making some big-time throws, gets pressure. Aaron Donald right in his face multiple times. Love it. Love it, I'm saying, for Kenny. Fourth quarter Kenny, y'all, I'm telling you. I keep saying, and I did this. I put out a video last week. Got a lot of traction, especially within Steelers Nation, is that, listen, is Kenny the talent of a Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Lawrence? Heck no. No. Absolutely not. Of course not. But again, I said this last year when he led a game-winning drive against the Ravens to keep the Steelers' playoff hopes alive at that time. There's some intangibles about Kenny Pickett. He's got that. It's so cliche and it's overused. I get it. He's got the it factor. Whatever it is, he's got it. Calm under pressure. Again, accuracy was a little spotty. It really has been all season long and all of his very young career long. Second half, he was money. I mean, he made some big-time throws down the field to Johnson, to Pickens. Some big third down conversions on multiple drives there, including the last drive of the game to milk the rest of the clock. He's got the capability to be a franchise quarterback. I really believe that. And Matt Canada finally let Kenny be Kenny. It's not like let Kenny cook, like the let Russ cook thing 3 years ago. But it is the job of an OC, because we know an offense runs through a quarterback more times than not. Obviously, the running game matters too, but the majority of your offensive success will come from the quarterback position. The primary job. We good? Sorry, my mic just went out there for a second. Make sure we're okay. Sorry. Okay, sorry. We were dealing with some mic problems right there just a second ago. I don't know what was up there. But anyways, you get my point. So, yeah, the job of an OC is to play the quarterback strengths, and that's what Matt Canada finally did yesterday. This is amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's like my mood the whole game, whole second half was just unbelievable.
Finally, it is time.
Yeah. Great to see Kenny do what he did. I did, yeah. Love seeing Kenny Pickett. Great win for my Steelers, though. Thanks so much for watching the show on YouTube, and be sure to go click that big red subscribe button and check out the other clips and full shows from Carving It Up Live, as well as our other incredible content creators here on the Grid Network.